Hi everyone, Dan from BetterCloud here. Today, I'd like to walk you through our public shares when it comes to your DLP policies. Now, if files are being shared to the public, that could be done in a couple ways depending on the platform. We'll first start with Google, and here as you notice in your alert, there are two different types of public sharing alerts in Google. Files shared publicly and files with public sharing links. So what's the difference? Files shared publicly can be found when a search engine crawls your domain. That means that if you have something like a product roadmap or something with financial information in it, when a search engine crawls your environment, it could potentially find those files. That's what it means when a file is shared publicly. However, if a file is shared with a link, that means that it's not going to be crawled by a search engine. But there is a public link available for that file, so anyone with the link can go ahead and find that file without any restrictions. Obviously, both of these are concerning, and in the next video we'll go ahead and show how you can remediate these issues proactively. But before we can remediate the issue, we need to know what the problem is, and that's where we'll go ahead and create an alert. So here I'll go ahead and select this example in Google. Files shared publicly. Now, if a file should never, ever be shared publicly at all from Google or Slack, you can go ahead and just name this file shared to public and then publish it, because the only condition you'd need is that the file was shared publicly. However, we do have the ability to allow you to get more granular by adding conditions. So here I've clicked Add Condition. You can have a data point such as the name of the file. Maybe the name of the file contains payment information, password, product roadmap. This would allow you to get an alert if a new or edited file contains the name, product roadmap, password, or anything that you would put into the value section. Perhaps the owner of a file is someone you want to monitor. Someone has shared things improperly in the past, and you'd like to keep an eye on how they're sharing things now in the future. This go forward policy would give you alerts from now moving forward through your relationship with BetterCloud. And if a person continues to improperly share files, you can put a remediation plan in place. Maybe the size of file is important for you. You have a video of a new product demo that shouldn't be released to the public yet, and it's maybe 1 gigabyte. You can determine what the size of that file is by saying it's greater than or equal to a certain size. That would give you an indication if very large files are being shared to the public. Lastly, we can look at file types. Now, if a file type such as a Python file or a JavaScript file may be really important for your organization, those should never be shared publicly, you could say file type is or file type contains, and these will give you an idea of the file types that are being shared publicly. You can also add additional conditions, and you can add up to 5. So if a file type contains and its name also contains and its owner is someone specific, you can build alerts based on all of these conditions, and these all would have to match for the alert to go off. So you can be very, very granular about the type of alert that you create. I'm going ahead and deleting these because there's a second portion of a scan that you can have, a content scan. Now you can scan all files going forward that have specific content in them. Perhaps you're worried about financial information being added to files that exist or added to files that are newly created. You can go ahead and look for a credit card. You can also go ahead and look for a Swift code and things like that. You can include all of these if you'd like. Let's go ahead and add financial information for a bank routing number. So any file shared publicly that contains any of these types of data, we would go ahead and alert you on. So this is how you can go ahead and create alerts when files are shared publicly or if they have a public sharing link. In the next video, we'll go ahead and show you how you can remediate both of these issues proactively via a workflow.